Hi, this is Manikanta. I graduated BTech from the IIT Guwahati, and right now I'm working as a lecturer, physics lecturer at the Ignite Junior College in Kukatpally. Right now, today our topic of physics is NLM, Newton's laws of motion. First, when we are discussing about Newton's laws of motion, people generally think, it's some kind of very a more important some divine kind of laws. See, first of all, Newton laws is nothing but it's like it starts with a philosophy. It's just for example, Newton first law. What is Newton first law? First of all, Newton's first law is inertia. Okay, inertia. What exactly the Newton first law is saying that first the inertia, there are three kinds of inertia. For inertia of motion, inertia of rest, inertia of direction. First, what is the inertia of motion? It won't move until and unless you move it. That's inertia of rest. So that means if your body is in rest, until and unless you apply some force on it, it won't change its position. That means it has an inertia of rest. And we have an inertia of motion. For example, if your body is moving, to stop the body of moving body, we need to apply some force. Okay, that means the body will only stop and if you stop it, or if any force stops it. And inertia of direction. For example, if your ball is going in one particular direction, suppose if anyone gives a push, until someone gives a push in some way, it won't change the direction. It will go in the same direction. That's what inertia of direction. That's a Newton's first law. First of all, why did Newton started writing this kind of absurd laws in the first place? First, Newton started first of all, Newton's main theme of entire thing is understanding the gravity. I think you must have heard a lot of similar stories that Newton was sitting under a tree and then an apple falls on his head. And that's the thing is, the question is why the apple came down? Why didn't the apple go up? Or why the apple gone to some other direction? Why the apple exactly came down? That means someone is pulling the apple. What is pulling the apple? Now, for that understanding, he don't know how to even define it. That's the absurd question to question why the apple is falling. And then he went on to define everything. Then he started, then he defined Newton laws to create a premise first, such that there is a force. Before the Newton, there is no concept called a force. Okay, how much force you are applying, there is nothing kind of calculation or there is nothing definition of it. So first, Newton started defining force. To define force, the Newton first law is creating a premise that if your body is at rest, it won't move until and unless you move it. If your body is moving, it won't stop until and unless some force is applying against it. And inertia of direction. If the body is going in one direction, the body won't change direction until and unless someone applies a force. That's a Newton first law. That's a premise of entire the Newton laws. Okay. Now, first we have to understand the concept of force. Now we come to the second law. First of all, second law, what exactly Newton is trying to say is, before back then there used to be only a momentum term. Momentum is very common thing which they use. Today we are using force, energy, very fluidly, very commonly, like it's a common thing, energy. Back then there is no force. The only common thing is momentum. Momentum is mass into velocity, which we are defining as of now. But the thing is, momentum is very common thing. That's why he started defining force in terms of momentum. What exactly second law of momentum is saying is, second law what he said is, the rate of change of momentum is proportional to the force applied on it. First of all, momentum is P, let's say P. Now, rate of change of momentum is dp by dt. Now, what he was saying is force is proportional to dp by dt. Now, he He just meant, force. Back then nobody defined what is force exactly equal to. First time he is defining something called force, and he is telling that force is proportional to dv by dt. So what is dv by dt? Generally dp is m into v. So if the mass is constant for the entire mass is constant for the entire operation. So let's take m into dv by dt, right? Then this dv by dt, right then people started creating a new term called acceleration. Now, today acceleration and accelerating the body is very common word. Back then, the change in velocity is defined as acceleration. Okay, so right now, what we got? F is proportional to ma, right? Now, see, till now there is no definition of force till now. So back then, after Newton, people understood, okay, this is the best way, to approach. Then what they did is, let's keep m1 a1. Whatever answer you get, that is a new force unit. That force is 1 Newton, named after Newton. So that then force becomes, if 1 if it becomes 1 Newton. So force is equal to ma. Then generally if it is proportional, generally kma. For that they kept k1, and then if m is equal to 1, a equal to 1, whatever the value you get, the unit is Newton. That's a Newton, second one. Okay, now there's right now this is the base step of the everything Newton first law, work, power, energy, all the future topics. Now the next Newton third law. See what exactly Newton. For example, sometimes you have to forces get explained. Okay, for example, if you stand and if you hit the wall, okay, you get pain. Why do you get the pain? When you are hitting the wall, you are the one who is hitting the wall. But why are you getting the pain? Because when you hit the wall is hitting you. That's called for wherever your body hit the wall, your hand pains. If you apply more force on the wall will apply more force on you. If you apply less force on wall, the wall will apply less force on you. Whatever the force you apply, the wall applies the same force in return. That's called, for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. That's what action is equal to minus reaction. That's action is equal to minus reaction. Generally, we can have a multiple way. For example, if there is a ground, if there is a body. Now, we know right now we are assuming the gravitational force. Suppose if there is a gravitational force downwards. Suppose gravitational force is pulling this body downwards. But why isn't this body is going inside the earth? Because the earth is also applying some force. The earth is not moving, the body applied mg, and the reaction is normal reaction. That's what equal and opposite reaction, N is equal to mg. That's that's what these are the precise application. And if you go to the more applications we get the more wonders. Right now, you may think, these are just very base steps of more industrial as well as technological revolution. This is just a starting edge of the revolution. These things are defined, and making this as your premise, your entire life and life of the humans in this world has changed from this one.